Welcome to the Chicago Street Course, the GFI Cup Series. Is taking on the streets of Chicago. Gonna definitely be a little bit of pushing and shoving. Oh, the 36 around along with Jacob Hoskins. A lot of people have been not qualifying, practicing for the event here tonight. Blood, sweat, and tears have been put in. There's Mitchell Sundstrom, Dylan Hartman, and then William Robbins in the back of there. Oh, and they're going to be wrecking right in front of Dylan Hartman here. They're both going to avoid the wreck. That's Mitchell Sundstrom. That goes around. There's Liam Pavia. There's Clifton Schnell going by. There's Kyle Lane in the 91. Two teammates side by side as we enter one. There's Sean Purcell. And there goes Dominic. There's Clutchin. Oh, there goes Kyle Hayne right in front of his teammate Kyle Purcell. A lot of guys just gonna relax in the pits there for a minute, get their drinks. Oh! Oh, goodness gracious. And Yanis gonna spin right in front of his teammate Kyle Hayne. People here in the league call him Fake Kyle. Kyle Hayne, definitely one of the fastest on road courses. His GT3 skills last season, he won 3 of the last 3 races. He hasn't won in 2 weeks. In GT3 and GTP. Kyle Lane gonna come around the corner. Gonna go over the hill. And oh, he's gonna tap the wall like Carson Hocevar did. He's gonna pull it off. Kyle Lane gonna come out right behind Peyton Bills. There's Dylan Hartman entering pit lane. Oh, Peyton Bill's gonna go around. Nick Norris, he's back. The 17 gonna go around to turn 1. gonna try to whip it around, but try to stay out of most of the people's way here. Oh, Jacob Hoskins! Oh my. They don't listen, do they? They really don't listen. I'm not gonna flip out unless I know it's a little unintentional, but I just hope I don't see a Cody Ware go over 100 miles an hour into a tire barrier. Oh, there's Mitchell Sundstrom off of 2. He must have gotten loose. Oh my gosh, the pileup! It turned 6. There's Alexander Morals, the man I battle. Oh my gosh, Kyle Hain gonna slide into Davis Brown. Oh, Peyton Bill's going around. One of the Western Bandits teammates also goes around. There's Davis Brown. With some cosmetic damage. Nothing too serious. Dominic Frappier coming out of the pits. Had his dad race for him on Thursday. At SK's at Thompson. Alexander Morrow's the leader of this pack. Fun fact, he was a fast driver here at Thompson on Thursday night. Which me and him had a great battle going there. And the Robbins family in the chat. What is up? And O'Brien gonna hit the inside wall. There's Kevin Collins. There's Preston O'Brien. There comes Sean Purcell. I'm not Sean, Kyle Purcell. How are you guys going? Oh my. I think you know what I meant. There's Andy Ennis for Skewer Cat Racing. Outside of the playoffs. There's Ralph Gilbert. Davis Brown. Coming out of turn 5. Oh, Nick Norris. Stuck in the McDonald's turn. It's all gonna be about strategy. Davis Brown. Oh, he's gonna get a little loose, and he's gonna keep it off the wall. Kyle Hain gonna pass Morals. Out of turn 11 into turn 12. Kyle Hain going to be leading us down the front stretch. Or leading Alexander Morals. All I can see is just Cliff's iRacing flag. That is so fun. That's so funny. So Andy Ennis gonna come out of the pits now. Hasn't been running solid as P20. Little over 20 drivers. Oh, Bill's gonna go around after contact with Hoskins, and then he's gonna tag Hoskins. When qualifying starts, I will be introducing the sponsoring message. That doesn't sound good. Sundstrom comes out of the pits. I have already forgot who won last week. Pretty sure it was him though. Oh, Mitchell Sundstrom! Gotta keep it off the wall. I could actually probably look. See who won last week. Really quick, just so I am 100% sure. Yes, it was Mitchell Sundstrom. Confirmed. It is confirmed. So Andy Ennis, right in front of Nick Norris. Nick Norris has been running the Xfinity Series all week, preparing for this. He's done some practice today. I believe so, yes. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm like 99.8% positive he is now. Hoskins and Brown side by side as we enter turn 5. Checkered flag for practice. I'm gonna pull up the sponsor message. So the Chicago Street Course, the race title is the 988 Lifeline Grand Prix. The blurb is, if you need to talk, the 988... Oh my god, I already messed up. Cut that. Alright. If you need to talk, the 988 Lifeline is there. Available 24/7. Caring counselors are there for you. You are not alone. If you are facing mental health struggles, have emotional distress, battle with alcohol and drug concerns, or just need someone to talk to, 988 is there. That is the sponsoring message for tonight's race. Sean Purcell going to take it easy around turn 5. Actually, that might be turns... This should be turn 6. I gotta get used to this, hold on. Turn 7. Turn 8. 9, 10, oh, so that would be turn 8. That's okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna quickly just ignore this. I need to look at the layout. I need to make sure I'm getting my corners right. That's one. So I was right. Alright, yeah, I'm good now. We're good. Oh! There's Zach Bartow into the wall. That his qualifying lap won't count, and so won't Phil's. Zach Bartow. Going to be entering turn 6. So will Sean Purcell. Going to go over the hill into turn 7. Into turn 8. Now in turn 9, there's Anthony Alex. And now Dylan Hartman in turn 9. Now into turn 10. Into turn 11 is Sean Purcell. So we got our first 5 people on the board. Nick Norris, Kevin Collins, Kyle Purcell, Jack Humbert, Dylan Hartman, Anthony Alex, Peyton Bills, and Sean Purcell. And now William Robbins up in that second place spot. Dylan Hartman going to be braking. Let's get to turn 4. Now out of turn 5. Oh, and there's the man. That's Kyle Hain. He's trying to do what Shane Van Gisbergen did at Chicago IRL. He's had a lot of practice. Clifton Chanel coming out here setting pole with a 127.78. Peyton Bills currently sitting 11th, now 12th, as more and more laps are now getting put down. Kyle Hain gonna take it easy around there. Gonna turn 11. Here comes Alexander Morals. Clifton Schnell, the current pole sitter, coming around to turn 12, looking to set a faster lap. Question is, will he? He does not set a faster lap time that lap. Maybe he hit a wall or something. And almost tapped the wall. There's Christopher Green. Kyle Purcell coming across the line. It switches positions with William Robbins. There's Peyton Bills. Now Humbert. Kyle Hain. In the turn 9. Oh, Cliff goes around. He will not set another lap. And I think he'll just call it quits. Let's see if Kyle Hain can beat the lap time. He does! We got a great top 3. The difference between 1 and 3 are literally 1.04 seconds. There's Davis Brown. He has won a race this season. There's Jacob Hoskins. And Deannis. Oh! So Andy Ennis. Lucas Martin's going to come across the line. He will be P17 still. There's Christopher Green. 3-time winner. There's Grant Denny. Oh, Mitchell Sundstrom gonna slide through turn 1. Lucas Martin. And that is a interesting car. Ryan Troy. That's gonna be really hard to read the names. All you see is really OY. Oh! Yeah, the checker flag flies for qualifying here at the Chicago Street Course. Let's see if this works again. It does! Nice! It's back working. All right. So our qualifying results, we got Kyle Hayne, Clifton Chanel, Timothy Rainey Lewis, Nick Norris, Jack Oldenburg, Kyle Purcell, William Robbins, Kevin Collins, Christopher Green, Jack Humbert, Davis Brown, Preston O'Brien, Dominic Frappier, Mitchell Sundstrom, Dylan Hartman, Ralph Gilbert, Anthony Alex, Lucas Martin. And we scroll down the list, we got Christian Caudle, Jacob Hoskins, Sean Purcell, Zach Bartow, Travis Griffin, Peyton Bills, Lucas Chapman, Parker Vance, and Andy Ennis. Dalton Cleveland, Phil Loon, Trenton Brown, Liam Pavia, Brian Troy, and Grant Denny. Rounding out our field here for the Chicago Street Course. And now the only cautions will be if there's a big pileup. That, because this track doesn't have full course caution. But the main question is, will there be a big pileup in turn 1? That happens typically every time GFI has raced at the Cups. Yeah, oh my. GFI has raced at the Chicago Street Course. The Porsche safety car, or pace car, will lead the field away for its entitled time. So Kyle Hayne, the Canadian, will get us started when it's time for that green flag. And everyone will be able to start pacing. A couple of guys will be starting from the pits. The entire FHR team is starting from the pitch, along an Ajax driver, Mitchell Sundstrom. And I'm already lagging, but oh boy. That is a very low riding Porsche, I will say. So Kyle Hayne will be starting on the inside. Clifton Chanel will be starting on that outside. A great top three. Kyle Hayne, Clifton Chanel, and Timothy Rainey Lewis. Anything can and will happen here at the Chicago Street Course, but I'm hoping I just don't see a Cody Ware just plummet straight into the wall like he did last night. And a great field. This looks like Formula One, just the way they're warming their tires up. That's fun. That's awesome. So Kyle Hayne obviously going to be on this inside here. He is decently fast. So he is 6 races short of making it to the playoffs. But if he wins and then does 6 races after this race, he will still be eligible for the playoffs. Cliff has deja vu from that corner. Right there. And they're wrecking. Supposedly they're wrecking, according to my thing. But I don't see anybody wrecking. So, I see no smoke. So that must be a good sign. Actually, might have actually wrecked. Sorry, they got a couple seconds to get back in their order here. I don't think Clinton Chanel wants to start on the outside. Just because he's got to worry about the wall for a couple times here at the bottom. But the Porsche safety car going to go ahead and pull off, and we're about to get ready to go green here in Chicago. And boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go race at the street course, boys and girls. Clifton Chanel will take an early lead. Kyle Hayne's still going to be to the inside. Everyone checks up. Oh, Nick Norris goes around. Everyone's got to scatter to avoid him. Kyle Hayne still out front. Clifton Chanel right behind. Oh, there goes Kyle Hayne. He just made a mistake. And now Clifton Chanel is your leader. Now he's got to hold off Timothy Rainey Lewis. What a start. Clifton Chanel coming out of turn 5. There's Kyle Hayne, the guy who just spun out. Unfortunately, he was doing a really good job until turn 2. And it's stuck. It's stuck upend on one person. That's Kyle Hayne. Let's just say he has a lot of GT3 and road experience in general. He is definitely trying to work on those oval skills. That's probably one of his main things he's trying to learn. But he has won 5 times in... Oh, they're wrecking! And a 2-car pileup, and now Alexander Morals goes around. What happened to Cliff? What? Where'd Cliff go? Oh, no! I don't know where he went, because, it doesn't keep up with anything, apparently, but okay. So, Timothy Rainey Lewis now out front. No clue what happened to Clifton Chanel. I don't know if the 87 got into him. That's a very real possibility. Timothy Rainey Lewis still out in the lead by 1.3 seconds, looking to come away with his first win. He is not playoff eligible, unfortunately, but it would be cool to see another driver on the win list. "24 laps to go." Everyone's got to be careful coming out of turn, or coming through turn 10, because it is definitely very slippery. Let's ask Carson Hocevar. A lot of wrecking, to be sure. There's Clifton Chanel, or there was Clifton Chanel. There he is again. Clifton Chanel. He won at Pocono. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Ugh. So it looks like there's really no visible damage on Cliff's car, except a teensy bit of right front damage from our earlier occurrence when he tapped the wall. Clifton Chanel has been doing a decent job this season. Thanks, Casey. Ugh. I think I'm getting the flu again. I hope not. It sounds like it, but I don't know. I've been season like crazy, so that doesn't help. Clifton Chanel gonna try to work his way around Lucas Martin, which he does, which puts Cliff back in the top 10. Let's run on board here with Kyle Hayne on that 91. Something happened to Lucas Martin. He missed his braking point. This can give Kyle Hayne just a teensy bit of a chance here to hopefully catch up to Clifton Chanel. But mind you, both of these guys are fast, especially around the street course. This is not Cliff's first rodeo here, though. He's been doing a couple A-Fixed and A-Hopens, prepping for this week's race, and Kyle Hayne is making up a lot of time here on Clifton Chanel. In a big amount of time, Kyle Hayne in the Enhanced Health 91. And Clifton Chanel makes a mistake. It's going to slow him down. And now Kyle Hayne is going to try to pass him on the outside. Clifton Chanel is going to maintain his position. And no, he's not. He's going to slide. But he's all good. He's going to save it. I think he's hoping Kyle Hayne will pass him. But I don't think he is. So Clifton Chanel going to maintain 8th place going into turn 1. Kyle Hayne looking to the outside. Sorry, inside. I can't speak anymore. All these road courses and all this yada yada crap is getting confusing. It's alright. Here's the gyro cam of that 91. You could just listen. You can just hear that car. Ready to just rip. Kyle Lane gonna just... Oh, I thought he was about to hit the wall there for a second. There's Ralph Gilbert in the Zebra machine. He won the trucks at Daytona on Tuesday. There's Timothy Rainey Lewis still out in the lead. Kyle Purcell just going to try to chase him down here. Let's take a look at the roll bar of Timothy Rainey Lewis. Just giving a spectacular job all around. The rookie in his first time in a Cup car. Making his Cup Series debut tonight. Just hoping he can make it a good one. He is primarily going to be a road racer on the Thursday night series. In GT3 and GTP. But Kyle Purcell not too far behind. So Timothy Rainey Lewis remaining out front. Definitely making this one exciting. As this is definitely a tricky road course with all the bumps and the difference in paving. Now we take a look towards the roughly middle of the field with Parker Vance and Sean Purcell. They were there. And then now there's even further towards the front of the field. Oh my gosh, the big pile up in turn 11. One car down. That won't be a caution. Race control, aka Keith Martinson, will not throw the caution for that. Wasn't too big of a pile up. Travis Griffin gonna try to chase down Mitchell Sundstrom. There's Zach Bartow. I definitely think a caution will be nice for some of these guys. Only because... Uh-oh. Christian Cottle's in the wrong paint. He is not in the 66. As his designed number says. Now obviously you gotta take it easy down that downhill. Once you hit peak, like the top, and then you start to go down, you definitely got to hit the brakes heavy. Or else things will happen for sure. Bardo gonna try to look to the inside of Purcell. Was not enough. Oh, Bartow! Oh, what happened to him? We're going to take a look back out of front with the leaders. It's a possible lead change might be coming up soon. Kyle Purcell made a GTP-styled paint, hoping that it would carry over for his luck here at the street course. And he's right on that bum. He's going to try to get him a little bit nervous. I know that's what Kyle Purcell does. Kyle Purcell hasn't won a race in a long time. Never won on a road course. He's looking for his first NASCAR win on a road course. Or should I say Cup Series? Because technically this isn't NASCAR. This is the GFI Cup Series. Purcell definitely winding down that window. Rainey Lewis into one. Alright, Casey, I'll give you that one. That was actually kind of funny. Oh, we got a big checkup off of 2. How is this gonna change the running order? I don't think it will. You can go pretty fast if you're comfortable in this sector. The exit of that corner really all depends on who gets on the throttle first. Kyle Purcell to the inside! He will take the lead, but not for long as Timothy Rainey Lewis is there on the inside. And Kyle Purcell gonna maintain the lead. He's gonna give him the tap to let him know he's there. Kyle Purcell looking to lead his first lap of the night. Timothy Rainey Lewis right on that bushy tail. Ready to fight. Fight for that win. These two were out in front by over 10 seconds. The brother getting passed by his brother. 15 laps to go at the Chicago Street Course. Timothy Rainey Lewis must hope that Kyle Purcell does make a mistake. Now, I was asked very dearly to do one thing for somebody named Kyle Hain. He said he will be fine if I did this. Oh, Kyle Hain, what's up?
Hey, man.
I know you really kind of asked for this, but what happened on that start that kind of made you drop down to 6th?
It wasn't 6th, it was 16th, but
Well, you're in 6th now, so...
yeah, cold tires. They're not very, fun.
Yeah, cold tires...
I didn't think I throttled up very much, and then I just spun the rear, so... I'm trying to make a comeback right now. I'm kind of trying to catch Christopher Green, so...
Well, I mean, he is 9 seconds ahead of you, and you are behind your teammate Kyle Purcell by over 20 seconds, so... I mean...
Yeah.
It'd be a comeback for sure.
I'm hoping it's going to happen right now. Going through lap traffic.
I know this is the first time I've interviewed a driver. Well, technically not, but technically yes, because last time it was an accident, so this time it isn't an accident. But anyways, obviously there will only be a caution if there's a big pileup. How are you just planning to make your way through the field? Are you just like trying to focus on like saving your tires and let them make mistakes?
Trying to just be consistent right now. Trying not to lock up in turn 1 or turn 6, so that should be fun.
Yeah, and I do have definitely one more question for you here. If we were to say have a big wreck, in which corner do you think it would happen in the most?
4 and 5.
Honestly, wasn't thinking that. I was thinking like 10 into 11, around there.
Yeah, either 4 and 5 or that. So.
Alrighty. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
These tires suck.
Is that it, sir?
Pretty much.
Alrighty.
I almost 1 out of 2. So.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
That was Kyle Hain. He really asked. Oh, Kyle Purcell. He's a really, really good, consistent driver. He is. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me for a second. Anyways, Kyle Purcell is typically an over-racer, but he's striving to get a little bit better on road courses. And he's been putting in some practice laps here, and he's won twice here in the Cup Series. But I know he's hunting for that 3rd win. Oh, and he makes a mistake, Timothy Rainey Lewis! Oh no! Oh no! And he will get towed off the track. Now the only person that cannot make a mistake is Kyle Purcell, who is leading by 13 seconds. There's William Robbins. Gonna try to make up his time back. Robbins gonna try to make up all that time. The only thing he's probably hoping for right now is that Kyle Purcell makes a big mistake. Which he does! Oh my god! He does! Here comes William Robbins! Something happened to Kyle Purcell. We gotta go back. Yeah, he's definitely really fun. I've raced with him too, and I'm the Oh, Kyle Purcell's going in. William Robbins to the lead. Yeah, Kyle's definitely fun to race with. I've raced with him in the Cup Series, but I know he's fun to race with in like Xfinity and trucks and Gen 4. Excuse me, Gen 4. It's really fun. Real fun dude to race with. So, no clue if Robbins has enough to make it, but... Oh, traffic in the way! Nick Norris trying to get out of the way! Speaking of Nick Norris will try to come out with a podcast episode here on Wednesday. He's been on vacation for the 4th. William Robbins going to tap the wall. Only going to do some cosmetic damage. Oldenburg trying to make up some time here as well. Robbins still remaining in first place. It's been a minute since we've seen him up front with all this clean air. He did good at Road America, just didn't have enough. But he's looking to come away with this first GFI road course win, and he will pit. And Oldenburg right behind him, Green to the lead. There's Christopher Green. Kyle Hain to the outside of Lucas Chapman. Now he's got to chase down Christopher Green, who still has to pit. The first 2 cars definitely still have to pit. And obviously a couple cars that are towards the back, just a little ways. This other diesel car is on fire. Yeah, he is. He's fast and he's really consistent with lap times, so that helps him. Oh! And Lucas Chapman's going to spin right behind Kyle Hayne. Will we see Christopher Green pit here? He's going to try to get around the lap car, and he does successfully. He's going to try to chase down Lucas Martin. Oh, there goes Kyle Hayne in the background. Lost a bunch of time. 10 laps to go here at the street course in Chicago. And a completely new paint scheme that we've never seen before from Christopher Green is the Garage 56, or is that 52? Can't quite tell. It's a bit hard to see when a car is flying by you pretty fast. It's 56, okay. So the Garage 56 machine is a new car that we are seeing on Christopher Green. Green out front by almost 12 seconds. Christopher Green leads with 9 to go now. Christopher Green still out front. And Green going to come out of 5 strong. Green coming out of 6 into 7. Has some damage, but that damage is not slowing Christopher Green down at all. Christopher Green still out front. This time it's by 17 seconds. Still going to be remaining strong. Did Christopher Green already pit previously? If he did, what a strategy! He's got to deal with some lap traffic in turn 4 and 5, but he makes it out easy peasy. Oh! Lap traffic gets in his way! What a dumb move! But it didn't slow him down at all. That lap car was not paying attention. But so far it hasn't hurted Christopher Green at all. And if he still has to pit, he better hope that there's no required repairs on that car. And he will be going in now. He's hoping this is a speedy pit stop. Not sure if he will take tires. He will not. So he has a chance to come back out for the lead. Now he has to worry about Kyle Purcell. Kyle Purcell incoming. Christopher Green will remain in the lead. Now he's got to hold off Kyle Purcell for the next 7 laps. Oh my God, he smokes the wall. This wheel is out of alignment. That is troublesome for Christopher Green. Now we really better hope that Kyle Purcell messes up. That wheel is definitely out of alignment. You can see it poking out. This gives Kyle Purcell a bunch of time to gain on Christopher Green. What if Christopher Green never got needed with the speed? Heartbreak. But he's still pulling away with wheel damage. That is impressive. There's something he's doing that Kyle Purcell is not. I think Kyle Purcell's hoping that he makes a mistake here soon. Peyton Bill's going to try to... He was going to attempt to block the leader. You can just see that wheel sticking out. I am shocked he is still driving that thing. Christopher Green with 6 laps to go. Remaining your race leader here at the Chicago Street Course. And he's going to hit the wall again. That's going to slow him down a little bit more. Kyle Purcell gaining some time. Quick. That wheel is definitely not in alignment. You can definitely see it sticking out if you pay close attention to that wheel. Let's try it in the cockpit of his car and see, like, when he turns. Oh, straight away. Can't be that bad. You look in the rear view there, nothing out back. He's able to hold the wheel straight. That is just spectacular. Five laps to go. Christopher Green for HX1 Racing remains out front. The team HX1 will go back to back if Christopher Green wins this race. Christopher just cannot make mistakes. And he's almost got loose, but he's able to hold on to the car. Gonna resume racing here in turn 9. Still gonna carry a lot of speed through that corner. Coming through turn 11. Coming to turn 12. Lucas Martin is still in the way. Four laps to go at Chicago. He almost messed up again. Has to have zero room for mistakes. Trying to get his first road course win of the year. Oh, someone just exploded. Oh, he's gonna hit the wall. Here comes Kyle Purcell. He has a Scuba Cat driver slowing him down. There goes green. There goes Kyle Purcell. Oh my God, what is going on? And Christopher Green is going to walk the dog on Kyle Purcell. Three to go. Green just got to maintain the same pace and not make absolutely zero mistakes. Sent it really fast in that corner. Better be careful. It's gonna keep it going. This is the craziest race I've seen in a long time. Oh my! Kyle Purcell gets smoked, and now Christopher Green can walk the dog. Purcell still drastically losing time. I couldn't tell if that was Purcell quite yet. I did not have any confirmation. 2 laps to go here at the street course of Chicago. Christopher Green, what a legend so far. He could. It's definitely a close battle for Rookie of the Year. Which I sadly wish we don't have, but, you know, it's still cool to kind of flex. If there was one, but, you know, oh well. But if there was a Rookie of the Year, Christopher Green might be very well up there. Kyle Purcell will definitely be right behind. The man in the Chevrolet, Garage 56, number 50. He's got damage, but he's not letting that affect him. Christopher Green at turn 12 for the second to last time. Here we go. White flag here at the Chicago Street Course. No big pileups causing a caution. The guy with damage has this one in the bag if he doesn't make any mistakes. Christopher Green trying to go for his 4th Cup Series win this season. Christopher Green. Into turn 8. Now in turn 9. Out of turn 10. Into 11. Christopher Green. Once again. Coming out turn 12 for the final time. Christopher Green is gonna win at the Chicago Street Course. Now the main battle comes in is who's going to get second. It's going to be close. And Kyle Purcell gets it. Christopher Green is your GFI 988 Lifeline. Oh, I messed it up. Ignore me. Let me fix it. Or redo it. Christopher Green is the GFI 988 Lifeline Chicago Street Course Grand Prix winner. This is a one happy camper. Christopher Green's gonna celebrate good tonight. Yes, I'll be doing interviews tonight, because obviously everything's back to normal. Interviews are definitely by far the most favorite thing to do after the race, so. This is a long, long burnout for Christopher Green. This just shows how much tread he had on those tires. And you can see his Ajax teammates waiting for him. And their inaugural team burnout. Why did I say inaugural? Let's rephrase that. Signature team burnout. Keep it pinned on him, just so it doesn't change. And they're all giving him the smoke around him. Now that's cool. Let's maybe zoom this in here. Actually, I don't have that camera. Never mind, we won't zoom it in. Now we wait for them to get into the room. Or the waiting room. Gonna wait for Kyle. Now Christopher. Because Christopher's not even at his desk.
Okay, no, you're good. Just thought I'd jump in. I didn't know if you were wanting to catch everybody post race or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting. I mean, while we wait, I guess we could do yours because you are third place. That works perfectly. Alrighty, so third place at the Chicago Street Course. What was your biggest challenge here on a street course?
Oh man, it's not a normal street course. It's you go to Sonoma and Watkins Glen, Road America, anything like that, and you've got little mistakes are easy to overcome because you've got a little bit of space to run off a little. There's no runoff here. If you overdrive a corner, you're getting wall. Which I did several times throughout this race. I think the front of the car is pretty beat up. We had wheel damage on both the left and the front right, from minor scrape ups and dings. Not enough to impact a little bit of the driving, but not enough to make me want to go in and sit and take the damage, the repair time.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I can't run this road course for the life of me. I tried, I can't. I know that and understand that feeling. So obviously, P3. I know probably the biggest thing is you're continuing to dominate in your entire career in the Cup Series, even though you are a late arrival and are unable to make the playoffs. How's it feel just to continue doing you?
It feels good to come in here and be competitive. There's some good talent in this league, some fun guys to race with. You see guys like Kyle, Purcell, and those guys are routinely up front. So getting to race with those guys and battle them for good finishes or even wins is always fun. Again, it's nice to show up somewhere and be able to perform and be I think we're a top 5 car, I would say, most weeks. I wouldn't say we're a winner every week, but we're a top 5, and competitive, and that's a good feeling.
I know you continue to be very fast. I know some tracks may not be your cup of tea, or they may not be easy to be good at, but you continue to prove that you never give up, no matter what track you're racing at every week.
That is true. Coming into this one, I was probably dreading this race more than any league race I've done. Again, it's a very technical track that's very unforgiving. And I had no time. I've never ran a cup race here, so I've only ran trucks here once. And so coming in for a cup race tonight, and I didn't get time to practice prior to tonight's session opening up. I think I hit the wall. I lost count in practice just trying to figure out the line and figure out the braking zones. But like you said, if you stick to it and don't give up on it, we found pace. We found a decent line to run and pulled a P3 out of it. I thought we were going to get P2 there. We caught Purcell there right at the end and just got the rear tires broke loose off that last corner, trying to get enough power down to get around him and got it squirrely, couldn't make the pass.
Yeah, I saw that on the timing board. You were just getting close and close and close, and then at the line, it was just a little too short.
Yeah, I was there. He missed the shift, and I saw it, and I didn't want to run over the back of him because I'd gotten to his bumper. So when he missed the shift, I saw the gap close real fast, and I tried to move right to get around him and take the spot ultimately. But when I made that move to the right, I just didn't get off throttle enough, and that's what broke the rear tires loose. So I got it squarely, kind of popped that inside wall a little bit, straightened it back out, and still crossed the line, no problem. But yeah, just got a little aggressive trying to make that move when I saw I missed that shift.
Alrighty, well, congrats on the P3. I don't think we have the second place guy in here, so we'll fast forward to Christopher Green. This is your 4th win in the Cup Series. I'm not sure if this is your first road course win or it's a second one, but for this being your 4th career win, how does it feel?
Feels great. This is my first road course win with GFI, and man, I knew it was going to be a battle of just surviving, make sure you don't get any incidents, and just keep your car clean till the end. And that's what we did. That was our pit strategy: is not taking tires, kind of lower the amount of time we were in pits, and came out in front of Kyle Purcell, and we were running with him for a couple laps, and then he ate it in one of the corners, and it was all she wrote. I mean, it was perfect pit strategy. We stayed out of a lot of the incidents, and we did great. So awesome win.
Yeah, I was definitely concerned at that one point because after you came out of the pits, you hit the wall, and I noticed from the broadcast, you can watch it back, your wheel was out of alignment. How did that affect your race car after that?
I mean it. I was already out of alignment from like an earlier race, and I was still running it. And honestly, it didn't change much with hitting the wall. I was kind of tapping the wall on some of the corners coming out, just wide on exit to carry some speed and stuff like that. And I was lucky. I mean, I was tapping the wall a little bit versus hitting it. So yeah, it didn't really affect it at the most part. Um, Kyle Purcell, like those guys, I usually associate doing good on these tracks, and I stayed out of damage where they got into damage, and I was able to walk away with a win. So
Yeah, there is definitely a couple tricky things about this road course. The bumps throughout the duration of the track. Is that? Oh my gosh, I can't speak English. Okay, let me rephrase this. The bumps on the racetrack are easy to like kind of get loose off of. What was your plan to try to control it and not get loose from those bumps?
it was hard. I think that's where I got a little bit of damage on the first lap, maybe. And that was just over braking. Car kind of spun a little bit, and but that's this track is it's kind of narrow. You got to stay off the wall. It's not like you're going in dirt. It's you are hitting the wall. So your goal here is to minimize any contact with the wall. Slow your braking. It's smooth inputs versus braking or throttle response. And yeah, we kind of just held. We were running 129s, 130, so we weren't really fast. It was just overall we just wanted to stay and survive, like not get much wheel damage, be able to continue lap times, and that's what we did, and it paid off at the end. So it was great.
What does it mean to get a win at the street course?
I like road courses. I just wish I was better at them. This car does handle better for. I don't like running the Xfinity cars, but this car does handle pretty well here. It's just you got to learn how to drive and feather the throttle and the brake. And not been my strong suit. I'm more of an oval racer or mile and a half tracks or where I like. So road course is completely different. But I love it. I'm glad been able to get three oval races wins and then road course to the resume for this year. So this is great.
Yeah, well, congratulations to you on your P1, and I'm excited to see how you compete in the playoffs and especially next week at Sonoma.
Yeah, back-to-back road course is going to be great, and hopefully Ajax will continue to be up front. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Do you have anything else you would like to mention before I take care of this and wrap it up?
Nope, just good race overall. I was glad to see everybody racing, and we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty, thank you for your time, sir. So that's the voice of Christopher Green, your winner, and tackled on the street course like a champion, showed no mercy of slowing down, regardless of damage, and it comes away with the win. And we will be going back-to-back road courses here next Monday at the same time. I always go live. Ribby Ray here. Next week, Sonoma. Trickier track than this. So I'm excited.